Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you an update video on a human hair wig. It's on my head. It is the Milano Bandfall, a headband wig. It's human hair and it's curly. If you want to know more about how this one is wearing, I've had it for about 8 months. 7 or 8 months now, and I wear it all the time. And if you want to know how I care for it, which is applicable to any human hair, then stick around and I'll tell you all about my experience so far and how I'm keeping it looking great. So I've reviewed this piece fully in the past, and I can link that review in the description below. But I thought it was really important for me to come back and tell you guys how this one is doing, because a human hair wig of this quality is kind of pricey and definitely not something that somebody wants to waste their money on. So I want to make sure that you have the information that I have so you can make an informed decision. Now, I've reviewed budget-friendly Amazon headband wigs in the past, and you may be wondering why spend this kind of money on a wig like this when there are some decent synthetic headband wigs on the market. And I want to tell you my opinion on that. So first of all, I do love my sapphire wigs, headband wigs that I've gotten on Amazon. I've reviewed them for you guys. They are wonderful and very, very cheap, like $25 or so. But they are synthetic, and so they're not going to last forever. And there are times when I want to wear a headband wig down, like I am wearing this one right now with a headband and then have it be down. And I love the curls and waves on this. A synthetic wig may look great in the very beginning if you wear it down like this, but the ends will start to get frizzy and dry over time, and sometimes not that long of time. Now, if you only ever wear a headband wig up in a messy updo, you know, kind of put it in a clip or something and wear it on top of your head, then it might not be worth it to spend the money on a human hair wig like this. But I tend to my neck gets really irritated, and I find that when headband wigs are down, they are itchy to me. And so I don't prefer to wear headband wigs down when they're synthetic. But I like this look and I wear it this way all the time. And so this wig has been an awesome purchase. You know, when there are days when I'm just running around, or for example, when we moved my daughter into college and we were gone all day, I chose to wear this wig because I knew it would look great, it would be comfortable, and I wouldn't have to worry about it looking like a wig in any way, shape, or form. It's just wonderful. This is really holding up so well. It is still in great condition. I love the wave pattern on this one. I can make it a little sleeker and a little less sort of, you know how this, when wavy hair and you wear it for a while and you run your hands through it, it starts to get a little bit frizzy. That's what makes this look so natural, but I can put a lot of product in it so that it doesn't look like that. It is just beautiful, beautiful hair. Now, I did thin this just a little bit. I did not shorten the length, but I did thin it a little bit because it's a lot of hair, and I love the way that it turned out. I have no complaints or regrets about this one. I do, though, want to caution you, and this is something I learned from a wig sister who doesn't have any bio hair. These Bandfalls do not have ear tabs. You might be able to get one with an ear tab, but this one does not have ear tabs. Let me show you. It's just straight across right there. Now, I like that. I prefer that because I do have some bio hair that I can pull out to blend. I love how natural that looks. I just pull out just the littlest bit of bio hair, and then it looks so natural. I absolutely love that. Also, I think not having ear tabs makes it work better with a headband and works better with glasses. So I love everything about that way this one was constructed. But if you don't have any bio hair, it might look a little odd to not have ear tabs go down. So if the hair just ends right up here, that might look a little bit strange. Now, if you wear your headbands right, you probably won't see that, but I want to mention it because my friend Lisa struggles with these types of wigs that don't have ear tabs. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to think about what will work best for you. I also want to tell you how I've been caring for this one. So I just washed this one with Human Hair shampoo and conditioner. I don't have a favorite yet, but I just recommend a high quality, no paraben, no sulfate, a moisturizing shampoo, maybe even something that's color safe, because many of these pieces have been colored, but it doesn't have to be anything special. But I will show you a couple of products that I use beyond just washing and conditioning that I have really grown to love, and I use them on all my human hair pieces. They were highly recommended to me by others, and now I'm recommending them to you. The first one is this leave-in conditioning spray by BioSilk. It is called BioSilk Hydrating Therapy. I just purchased this on Amazon. Just be careful. There's lots of knockoffs on Amazon, but this is, a salon quality leave-in conditioner. I love the way that it makes my wigs feel. I like the smell. It does have a light scent, but it is somewhat scented. And I just use this as a leave-in conditioner. Sometimes when I wash and condition my wigs, while they're air drying, I'll spray a little bit of this BioSilk on it. Or in between washing, I will spray my wigs with these just to make sure my wigs are getting moisture. This morning, I took this piece and I sprayed some of this in it and I scrunched it in. I also put oil in it. This is something that's very important. When you have human hair wigs, they're not getting the oil from your scalp to keep the hair healthy. You do need to add conditioner and hair oil regularly to human hair wigs to keep them in good shape. How often will depend on a lot of things. How often are you wearing them? How are you storing them? And what is your climate? If you are in a very dry climate, I would recommend putting hair oil on every 2, 3, 4 days to keep the hair moisturized. If it's a humid environment, you might not have to put it on as much. It will also depend if you're wearing the wig all day. If you wear it all day, every day, you might need to put a little oil on it every few days. This is an experiment. You're going to have to figure out what works best for you. Now, I have 2 oils here that were highly recommended to me by others. The first one I ever purchased was this one right here. It's Olaplex. I don't know with all the glare if you can see it. It's Olaplex number 7 bonding oil. I will link everything in the description. This stuff is a little goes a long way. This is fairly expensive, but it will last a long time. I've had this for over a year. And you can see how much I have left. Now, I will admit I do not oil my wigs as much as I should. But the other one that I recently purchased, because so many people were raving about it, is this one, Bumble and Bumble. It's the Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. And actually, I think I like this one just a little bit better. It's thicker than the Olaplex. So the Olaplex has a consistency more like, an olive oil, a vegetable oil. It's fairly liquidy, whereas this Bumble and Bumble stuff is really thick. It's almost more like a serum, an oily serum. And all you do, and I've already put a little bit on here, so I'm not going to do a whole lot, but I usually do 2 little pumps. That was 1 pump. Let me take my ring off. And then I emulsify it into my hands, and then I just run it into my wig. You can do this with any human hair wig, straight wig, curly wig, and I just make sure I run my fingers all through the hair. Sometimes it's not on my head when I do it, just to make sure that I'm coating the fibers with that oil. It will not make your hair greasy or oily at all. It's just a nice coating, and it has a really beautiful kind of a mixture of fruity and flowery scent. It is scented though, so if you're scent sensitive, I don't believe this is a strong scent, but it is scented, and I do love, love, love the smell. The Olaplex oil also has a scent. It seems like it's a little bit lighter than the Bumble and Bumble. Just got it on my nose. It's not quite as like fruity and flowery. It's just a really fresh scent. I probably don't need to put both in, but I need to get them off my hands, and it's not going to hurt this piece, especially the fact that it's wavy. And then that's it. And then I just run it through, and then I'm good to go. So if you're wondering, what should I be doing to care for my human hair wigs? You'll want some kind of a good leave-in conditioner, and you'll also want a good hair oil. And you'll want to make sure you're treating your wig regularly especially in between washing. Now, if you want more information about my Milano hat fall, I'll link the original review in the description. I do have a coupon code at Milano. If you would like to try one of these or another one of those pieces, you could use the code wigsisser10 to get 10% off. They also do have sales quarterly, maybe. They don't have them super often, but they do have sales. When they have sales, it's usually a theme and it's not everything. But if you wanted to wait to see if a sale would bring the price down even more, you can certainly do that. But this wig, in my opinion, is going to last me years. It may have been a big purchase in the beginning, but I will get years of wear out of it. Much more wear than I would ever get out of a synthetic wig. And especially since I like to wear this down, it's just perfect. So I'm really a fan of this one. I'm loving it. And I just wanted to give you guys an update and tell you how I care for these curls and waves. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I really love this wig, and I'll talk to you guys later.